Hello? We're back in business, are we? I do wonder if you can hear that music though. Hang on, let me check some stuff. Alright. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Sounds alright. Okay. Oh, good. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Okay, I think we're good to go. What happened to the music? Between songs, that's what? Right. For some reason I feel like something's wrong. The title. I think it's 5. I don't even know anymore. I'm gonna put, let's see. There we go. Science and technology. Is that the right category? It's not really gaming. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Well, pretty much we're just going to continue on from last time. I have done a little bit of work and thinking between sessions about how the generation of the villages is going to work exactly. And I've set up Perforce as well, which is like a source control, kind of like Git, but it's pretty commonly used in game development. I'm just trying to figure out how to put it in dark mode. There we go. I could probably do a tutorial on how to set it up sometime, but there's lots of tutorials out there on how to do it, and this is just a local repo running on my machine, so that I can, well, you know, do source control stuff, revert and all that. So yeah, so the changes are really, so the problem was essentially I was trying to generate villages kind of at 2 different times. So I generate the data for the village, like which people are there and what buildings are there, and then I would try and generate the layout of the village at a separate time, which meant that there were all these constraints where the layout had to conform to the data that was already generated. So my current plan is to generate the layout up front when the village generates. So pretty much all that code that we had before with the layout manager, the village manager, I'm gonna, all this stuff, the wave function collapse, I'm gonna try to move most of that to the actual generation of the village. And ideally this needs to be based on a seed 2. We aren't there yet. I'm just gonna switch my headphones. I tried using my speakers, but it's too weird and unnatural. I can barely hear the music. That's better. I feel more comfortable talking if I can hear music in my ears. Yeah, so that's the plan. Anyway, so I'm just going to move ahead with this and get this done as quickly as possible so that we can basically get back to where we were. Remember, working on the transitions. So I'll probably just keep this simple for now. So you see before we generate buildings, 10 buildings would generate 10 NPCs walking throughout the village. That part's probably still fine. Aside from my sound test. But this part is the part that was getting a little hairy. So we actually want to do this rather than just generating 10. We want to do it on demand based on the layout, I think. So, if I already forgot what I called it, village layout. No, we've already got one inside new village. So I'll just reinitialize it just to be sure. Not TRAF, village layout. So fresh new layout. We want to basically do the same thing as before, except I do actually want to do a quick test without all the wave function collapse stuff. So essentially what I'm going to do is loop through, and I guess I'll just do 8 by 8. So let's do X. And let me make this configurable. Okay. So we'll do a multi-dimensional loop, because remember we're storing this in a flat array, but it's kind of representing a multi-dimensional array, which is like a 2D array. Like rather than a list, it's like a square, like a chessboard. Okay, so we got that, and pretty much I'm just going to randomly pick cells for now. The only question left in here for now is how do I get the cells into here, because what we had was in the, where are we, in the, why is my control P not working? That's bad. Okay, well, whatever. In the village manager, we had, I believe, none of my alt keys are working. What the hell is going on? Okay, let me just restart Rider. Basically, we had references to the tiles in the village manager, and that would spawn the tiles. That is kind of still what I want to do, but I want to just know what the tiles are going to be, but not actually spawn them. The village manager will still instantiate the tiles. Yeah, so we do it based off where do we get it? Please tell me my alt key is going to work again. This is kind of disastrous. So we had, where is it? Here we go. This, essentially, in the village manager itself. But now we're doing the generation in the function library, which doesn't really have an instance. So somehow it's going to need to know about what tiles it's allowed to use. Yeah. Alright, please tell me this works now. Oh shit. What is going on? This will type fine, right? Yeah. Oh dear. Please give me a second while I figure out why the frick I can't. Maybe if I build it? I don't think that would matter. So my control P is how I search. I guess I could just use this list, but okay, did that help? No, shit. I'm pretty sure this was working at the start of the stream. Was it not? Okay, we'll do a quick build and potentially that's... Oh no, it should be okay. Maybe I need to update, although that would be weird. Oh god. Is my alt key... No, my alt key works. I can alt tab. Oh shit. Okay, let me quickly Google, and if not, I'll update it. But I do need to fix this. What about double shift? That works. What are we on? 20... No, that's fine. I wonder if it's because my settings couldn't be loaded. Let me check that. Settings. Okay. Bear with for a second here. Yeah, we're switched back to this. I usually like the VS Code ones, I think. Yeah, there we go. That's it. I don't know why it put me back on that. Okay, cool. So that should be Alt O as well. Yeah, nice. Okay. Yeah, so I just need the data, this stuff, to be accessible in this function, which means I could pass it in. Is an option, but what I think maybe I'll do is create a new class for it, pass that class through. But then again, where is it going to get that class, that data from if I pass it through? Okay. Thinking. I'll try pass it through and I'll see what. I'm pretty sure this is going to cause issues. But... yeah, and I should probably do a const reference because that's quite a lot of data probably. Okay, yeah, I don't think this is a good idea, but I can't think of another easy way to do it just now, so we'll just roll with that. So we've got the tiles. Literally all I'm going to do is pick a random one by going with math and range between 0 and the number -1. Selected tile, and usually I'll just, well, not usually, but sometimes I'll just hit auto like that and then control dot and specify type, and that saves me from typing that all out. So now we know what tile we're going to put there. Literally I'm just going to put it in this spot. So index is going to be x times village side length plus y, and then I can slot it into the layout. So new village dot layout. Actually, you know what? since we're using a struct now, I could make a helper function for this by going like this. And that can be a const function. And then we just do tiles. So now we calculate the index in here. Index x times the size plus y. And then that index is going to be set to one of these. And those should probably become soft object references if I'm doing it like this, but don't know what I'm trying to type there, but it should be like that. Okay, and then we can just, again, get the index, which means I probably should have a function for that. Return x times size plus y. There we go. Just in case I change that logic, then I don't have to change it in two places. And I'm gonna actually probably let this crash. If I don't have, I'm returning void. If the tile doesn't exist, just so I know I've done something wrong, I might change that in the future though. I'm not just gonna say these can all be const. Yeah, I guess you're right. Const, get constified. Okay, so if we head back into here now, I can just do get rid of this and go new village dot layout dot set tile at xy to selected tile. The other thing I'll need to do, I suppose, is go layout dot size is 8 and probably use layout size instead rather than having two variables. So the layout itself knows what the size is. And yeah, anyway, that will just put the tiles where they should go. And then return the village. And then we'll handle the building stuff in a second if this works. It's quite a lot of like trial and error to get this like pipeline exactly the way I want it. But then once we've figured that out, then it should be easy to add to going forward. Okay, so where do we use this function? Nowhere probably, right? Construct layout constructs the village. Yeah, here we go. So nuke all of this. And then somewhere go village dot layout. No, let's do it in a grid again. Because that'll help the math for when I have to position them in world. Okay. And this is all confused because I have stuff indented weirdly, and it looks like I have an extra bracket. Okay, and then for each tile, we want to go village.layout.getTile at xy. Okay. And now we have the code down here to do the spawning. Where's village size is now this. And chosen tile class is now this. Okay. So that should spawn the village in, not just like before, but we should see something happen. I need to bring back the wave function collapse at some point. Okay, this is having a bad time because we don't need to do anything now. Do we? Yeah, we do. We need to do that. So the layout still knows what the tiles are. It just tells it when it generates. So yeah, I don't like that a lot, but the house is having a bad time. Okay, and we crash. Okay, I know why we crash, that's fine. Yeah. Because this never gets set to the tiles. Generator. Yeah, we never actually initialize the tiles. I do it like that, then I can create that function. Okay. Const int size, and then I can't call it that. Just new size. So set that variable here using this function like before, but now we can also initialize the tiles array at the same time. What is the type? It's a whole bunch of stuff like that, and then I'll also go tiles.setNum, which will force the array to be the size I want. So that we don't have to keep expanding the memory layout over and over again. Okay, cool. So yeah, this is probably still going to crash though, is it? Yeah, we're cooked. Okay, try that again. Okay, we're built. Boot it up. Actually gonna light a little candle. Got this whiskey candle. I think I got it for Christmas from someone. Smells delicious. Baden Payora. Payora? Payora? Don't know how to pronounce it. In New Zealand. Okay, so we should not crash now. Fingers crossed. Okay, we don't crash. We're good. The village is back. And it looks basically exactly the same, honestly, to how we were generating before. Except for... let's see. This one is bad. And this house is bad as well, because they are completely surrounded by other houses, which is not kind of how I wanted this to go. But it's fine for now. So now we're actually generating from the village itself, and the whole point of that is now village generator. I'm gonna admit I didn't expect this to be as much trouble as it has been, but so when we do the layout, we set the building, we can also assign a building at the same time, essentially. So but I do need to know if this is a building or not. Okay, how am I going to check that? It's another problem. Because what gets passed in here is just arbitrary tiles. And I need to give each building only a tile. So like obviously this doesn't need to have building data, but these do. Let me make sure my sprite stuff is actually still working. Ah yeah, we're good. Right. How am I going to do this? Village, selected tile. So this is the tile. I just need to probably, yeah, run a function on this, I think. A const function. If I did selected tile dot generate data or something. Where's the data going to get stored though is the next question. I just need to think about this for a second. So, shit. Okay, what I think I need to do is change this again slightly, unfortunately, where the only clean way I can think to do this is rather than dealing with these actor classes, which is the actual, these things here, I deal with a data representation that contains the class. Yeah, it's gonna have to be like that, I think. Each tile, because then we can, then each tile object itself could have this authored into it. Yeah, okay. So I've got a plan. Okay, so it's gonna require a new class. Question is, what do I call it? It's basically something that contains the tile that, so it's not like it's the data it needs to spawn that tile into the village, but it's not the actual spawn tile itself. And it's going to get confusing if I call it the same thing. Okay, I guess I'll just call it data or something. So, new object, village tile data. Sorry this is getting so complicated, but I guess you get to witness problem solving live. This is pretty much how I solve all problems I come across, is just by semi-trial and error, and then like kind of think through a bunch of potential solutions, figure out which one is hopefully going to be the least trouble, and then yeah, and then just code it up. Okay, so we've got a bunch of stuff in here. These are going to have the representation I was talking about before, which is this. And now I can cleanly do soft objects probably. T, so what was that? T subclass of? I'll do T soft class pointer instead. Act class, forward declare that, yep. Don't worry about a category. Cool, and now what we can do is have a subclass of this for each thing we need. So if I go like this and do, say, building tile data, just means we're going to have a lot of extra classes, but I think it's okay. Village tile data, okay, and this will also be abstract, blueprintable. Okay, and that will already have the property from the base class, but I also, in the building tile data, I'm going to want a U building, which is the actual property, is the actual like data to do with the building itself. Yeah. Oh god, this is feeling a little messy, but I think this is going to be fine. So now we just need to change the generator. Hopefully I can actually get this done and then we can move on to something else today, but so now I'm going to need subclasses of uVillage tile data instead. Like that. Forward declare. Okay. Okay, that's good. So now we pick a random tile. This type is going to be now different. So I can auto that. And now wait a second, set tile. Yeah, so this now is going to be uVillage tile data. Can I get away with forward declaring that? Okay, and it's not going to like that because this is wrong as well now. This is going to be live instance data now. which is going to be, you know, serialization and all that, but okay, that's good. What is it not happy with? Doesn't like that it's const, eh? Okay, and this will return a particular tile. It's a little bit wasteful to be like instantiating this, like the for example the park or whatever, the forest tile doesn't really have any extra data, but it's gonna be instantiated over and over again anyway. So I might need to optimize this later to have it can take either an instantiated tile data or just a flat class reference, but I can fix that another time if this works. So selected tile, that's the class. Yeah. Now we actually need to new one up, so new object, village tile data, this with selected tile class. Okay. Okay, is it going to be okay with this? Alright, and then now we have this, we can actually just give it the whole data itself, which will get stored into this village in this struct in this array. So now we actually have the data, which is good. The only next thing I need to do is just call some sort of function, so generate data or something like that. Yeah. Which is going to be basically a virtual hook for the, and just so this can actually be used in Blueprint, I'll function Blueprint native event it. Yeah. Okay, so that function will get called. We probably need a definition. Okay, and now in here we can go. Wait, can I override that though? Oh yeah. Well, we'll see if it actually lets me do this, but it's looking like it will. Ah, shit. Do I have a can opener? Initializing. Okay, yeah. No, I'm gonna need to go get a bowl opener real quick. What is this problem though? Initializing village manager 67. Ah, yeah, because we're now okay. Okay, so this tile. We'll get the tile and then get the actor class off the tile. Yeah. This, wait, what? Tile data. Oh, right, it's a soft object pointer now. Okay. Dot get dot load synchronous. Okay, cool. So it does mean we need these actors, but now we also need village tile data. Like the data is separate from it now, so we need to go, for example, BP village tile data for the house is going to be actually house. No, was it building tile data? Yeah. Okay, and now that needs to be editable. We're close, I can taste it. Blueprints, edit anywhere. No, edit defaults only. And this also. Wait a second. I don't want that to be editable actually. Just visible. Alright, I'll be back in 1 sec. I just need to get a bottle. Alright. Okay, so we're good, so I can set the class. This is a house. Yep. We need 2 more of these. One for the park and one for the road. So if we do need to store instance data about these things, we can with these classes. House, park, road. Cool. So that's good. Now do we, oh god. We crash. Because I'm passing the wrong thing in. Okay, that's fine. Crash away, my friend. Yeah, so in the implementation here, we just need to populate this. And the way we do that is on demand with this. Oh. Okay. Okay, and then in here, go like that. Building generator, generate new building. We don't really have a world context, do we? This doesn't have a world. How about that? And we can't really assign the thing to the village anymore. And I didn't actually set the data correctly. Wait 1 sec. Building. There we go. So the data should be there now. Let's chuck a to-do on this. So when we place a building in the layout, it'll generate the data associated with that building, which is good. Which at the moment is just a bunch of NPCs, but it's going to need to be a guild as well, I think, or at least probably self-register. Yeah, it's unhappy because of this now. Let's do it like this for a second to get this working. So houses, parks, and roads get generated. And we're back. Okay, cool. So it looks the same again, but the difference should be, do I expose? Okay, if I look here, this village now has a layout which has a bunch of tiles, and some of the tiles, like the park, just have a class, but some of them, like the house, have a building which has a bunch of NPCs and IDs and stuff. Oh, I need to fix that. Yeah, so we're underway. We are underway. And remember, all of this is in service of being able to link a door to a particular building on the outside to a particular building on the inside. Right now it's just, it doesn't really know what to do when I go inside. Yeah, it just takes me to a random interior and then puts me back in the middle of nowhere because it doesn't know what house I went into. So just to take a quick break from that, and before I move on, let me commit that stuff. Yeah. Little generator stuff. What I'll do is in the house, actor itself, I'll put a little sign above the door. So let's make that sign. Wall sign. Be nice to not do some generator stuff for a minute. I really wish it would. Well, actually, I can probably change the template somehow, but the default C++ template is way too verbose for an actor class. Okay. Blueprint door, abstract. I guess. And we pretty much just need f-string message. I guess I'll have a set message. And we don't really need to get it because now we already have it. Actually, yeah, let me take that and we'll do a getter. Caught that one just in time. Okay. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. Okay, and this will return message. This will message is new message, which does nothing. Well, it does something, but it means that it's basically just going to update this variable. But what I need now is let's see. I guess I'll do it as a widget. So new static mesh component and a widget component. Okay. Now we just need to initialize some stuff. So message by default will be nothing. I don't know if it matters if I do that, but in fact, what does this macro do? Something about platform specific stuff. Okay, and then we'll do mesh components, and then we'll set that as the root component, and then sign widget. Not what I wanted, widget component. Attach that to the mesh component, and I can't remember what the thing is for the mode and all that. I guess I'll just set it up in Blueprint. Okay, that's good. The next thing we're going to need is a actual widget class. Sign widget. Okay. Abstract. Blueprintable. And this will need a text. Actually, you know what? Let's just do message and we'll bind it. So function view property. Yeah, just like that. And now on the wall side, we're going to need one more property. Sign widget. Okay. And then I don't know if I'm allowed to do this when I construct it, but I'll try. Sign widget component dot set widget. I don't know about this. This is probably really bad, but yeah, because I don't think we even have a world yet. So that will have to happen on begin play. Or actually, should I be doing this in here is the question. We'll try. I don't know. Might not be good either. The widget type is sign widget class. Does that need player controller? Why do we need the player controller? Can I put in a null pointer? Spawn widget. What is the problem here? T subclass of useSign widget. T subclass of user widget. That should be fine, shouldn't it? Nope. I'm getting told off about this. Doesn't like it. No, it wasn't that. Sign widget. There we go. Okay, it is actually angry about that. What the hell, though? I know I do that somewhere. Yeah, right there. New blueprint widget library creates. Wait. Yeah, get. Wait, that's the wrong one. Get world, the class, then the owning player. Why can it not convert that type? Is it because I didn't actually import it? Probably is. So it doesn't know that, yeah, it doesn't know that it inherits from that class. Because I forward declared it in the header. Cool. So let's make a sign. I'll put that just here, I guess. fix up redirectors. And we also need the widget for it. How's it going, TLP Dev? Welcome in. How long did it take you to learn C++ and Unreal? I don't really have a good answer to that. So I started Unreal in 2015 and use it still for my day job, but it is mostly Blueprint I use. Honestly, yeah, I don't know, it's hard to put an exact time on it, but basically it correlates almost exactly with Blueprint, and I know Blueprint really well. But yeah, I'm still not great with C++ in general, but Unreal C++ isn't too bad. I'd say if you were new to it, if you knew like a language like C# or Java or something object-oriented, you could probably, or even Blueprint, you could probably get up and running with C++ pretty quickly. Maybe 6 months, something. Yeah, it is a bit gnarly to debug though, C++. What kind of experience do you have, TLP? Okay, so we've got that. Let's see, the sign widget, I was just going to basically just put some text on it. Except I need to do... Do I need to do anything else? Surely I could just do text. Regular, like 20 or something, and then if we wrap it, use auto wrap, and then bind it to the message. That should be good. And then in the I don't know, in the wall sign, I'll use a sprite. I know I put a mesh on there, but I'm just going to do a sprite anyway. Ah, did I not make a door? Oh, a widget for it? I mean, a sprite. Wait a second. I did. I just didn't do it in Unreal. Create a sprite. This one. Now, I was watching my stream the other day. Can I drag these? No. Okay. Oh, I did somehow. Ah, it is possible. You just can't drag it from the corners, I see. And it's a little bit glitchy. Okay, let's just do it the old way then. Source Y. No, that's the wrong one. Source Y. Okay. Go and give it the right material and the right size, which is 0.16, I believe. Wall sign. There we go. And I want it to face X. And then we didn't actually get the widget. Oh yeah, we did. It's right there. Yeah, I have a little experience with C#, 18 years old, so I was learning C# in school. I know Blueprints really well with replication systems and started to learn C++. The syntax is kind of hard for me. Yeah, that's fair. You're on the right path though. That's basically exactly what I did as well. Started with C# and then Blueprints and then C++. It's kind of, yeah, I don't know. Maybe just like create like a blueprint, like say, I don't know, if you know Blueprint really well, make like a interaction system or something like that, you know, some doors or something you can interact with in Blueprint, and then go piece by piece and look at like how you'd convert that to C++. So like for example, if I did I don't know, like line trace by channel or something like that, or multi-line trace, I guess, you can actually double click in here and it'll pull you to the source code for that. It's supposed to anyway. Oh, the other tip I have is Rider. It is paid, unfortunately, but it does make things really easy for you with the autocomplete and that. Also, I guess if it doesn't do it, you can see that its target is Kismet System Library. So if you, in Rider, if you double shift and then search the function name, you can do like line trace by, what did I do, by channel or whatever. And here you go, you can see the function here with all the, because Unreal's open source. Well, not really open source, but you can see the source code of it. You can't actually see the implementation of this for some reason, but you can at least see where the function is and how to call it. So it would be get world and then call the function. Yeah, I guess the other thing is like dealing with headers and CPP files. Not too bad to do after a while, but like this is kind of like the header file kind of sort of aligns to this section here, the My Blueprint section with your variable definitions and stuff. And then the actual implementation here, the code you write in Blueprint kind of is how the CPP file works. Sort of. There's a bit more to it than that, but that's like a good way to start thinking about it. But yeah, if you had any particular questions or anything, I can always help. Or try to. As I say, I'm not really an expert or anything, but... so now we set the widget class. I thought I'd do that on construct. I do. What class is this? Sign widget. So here's an example of how you cast in C++. You just do cast the angle brackets like that. Sign widget like that. Wrap it. So that's the same, pretty much the same as a Blueprint cast. Set the message to whatever the message of this thing currently is, and then we also need to update it at the same time. So in here I need to do sign widget component dot get widget. That might crash, we'll see. Yeah, but it seems like this construct thing is actually not running. Oh wait, no, it's because I didn't set the class. It doesn't know what class to spawn. Sign widget. There we go. Now did it spawn it? Yep. I just need to set it to, oh no, it's already set to world. Where is the actual thing though? Ah, there. Okay. How am I gonna like align this? Tell you what, if I put a border on this. Now I can actually see the plane that it's going to sit on. Not sure why it keeps disappearing on me though. Okay, that looks pretty good, but what I will do is actually times that by 4 and then set the scale down, because otherwise the widget doesn't really have enough pixels to work with. There we go. Cool, and now if I delete that border and maybe set this to black, we're probably good. Yeah-ish. It's fine. Okay, so now what I want to do is in the houses, village tiles, sign. Do this whole child actor thing again, which I don't love doing if I'm honest, but wall sign. Put one right above the door. And this is basically so I can tell whose house it is or what house it is. Okay. Alright, let's try that. I need to change the song. Okay. Right. I do see the sign. Reminds me of a song that I'm not going to sing. Okay, good. I don't, however, see any text. Okay, that's fine though. So what I'll do is this, when it spawns, is going to need to know what the actual tile data is. So let's see, village manager, we spawn it right here. I'm going to need to go spawn tile dot set data or something, or like, yeah, set data is fine, and we'll give it this. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Okay, this will be ufunction blueprint native events, same as thing above. Actually, that's the other thing, if you're still here, TLP dev, is you'll probably have to learn. There's some good documentation, let me post it, of these specifiers. These specifiers basically like are the stuff that you normally put on, like if I make a new function in Blueprint, the stuff you write up here, that is basically this. And same with for variables, you properly do function. Let me find, there's a good write up of all of them because they're kind of hidden, some of them. Specifiers. Yeah, this is for you properly. You can probably find the one for you functions, but that is super helpful. Set data, generate, and just do nothing. Probably go to like 10:30 tonight, maybe 11, we'll see. Depends on how much of a roll I get on. Currently 10:13. Okay, so wait for this to patch in, and then we should have a new function we can override here to set the sign data. Uh-oh. We might be crashing. Yeah, we're crashing. Okay. So it doesn't like the way I did that sign stuff, unfortunately. So I will change this to begin play. There we go. Okay. The good thing though is this transition system we're working on right now is kind of like pretty key to the whole project in general. So even though we're just working on it for villages, it's going to work for, you know, like caves and any other interior exterior transition in the game. So it's worth the work. Please tell me that sign's saved. Yeah, good. Okay, yeah, that's all set up. So yeah, now we should have another function we can override. What do they call it? Set data. And we can cast that to building house data, yeah. And from that, we can get the building data. And from that, we should be able to get NPCs, and I guess I'll just get the first one. And from here, we can get the widget. I will probably move all this code to C++, and this is just to kind of like get the point across. Get child widget. Get child actor. Come on. Get sign widget component and then set message. Please, did I not make that blueprintable? God damn it. No, I did. Set message, blueprint callable. That's the component. I need to get the widget off that. Cast that to a sign widget. And now I can set the message. Come on, really? That's a widget. That is a sign widget. Wait, no, I'm not trying to do it on here. I just need to do it on here. Set message on the actor, and I already, inside the actor, I already passed it through to the widget. Remember, I did that here. Yeah. And that is a good... We'll look up that NPC's data, and now we can do do it like that. So if name our name's house, that's fine. And hopefully, oh shit. What's the problem? What is the problem? Wait, what's the crash though? That's what. Okay. It didn't save me changing the data inside the manager, I think. Right, so let's see, village. The manager. Oh no. It did. It's fine. Spawn widget is null. Sign. Oh, god damn it. I forgot to set that again too. I guess it didn't save that. Yeah, so I should be putting these checks in probably, but you know, authoring errors I feel like are okay to crash because it tells you there's a problem. I wouldn't want this to happen in the actual gameplay though, like if this game was on Steam, but it wouldn't because this wouldn't ideally change at runtime. So that problem was because the wall sign doesn't know what class to it does though. Wait, so what does this crash then? Spawn actor. Okay, that's fine. It's trying to spawn the house. And it actually did manage... Oh no, this is the last one it spawned. So when it tries to spawn the house, we hit the begin play and actually fail here. Why does it fail here though? Use sign widget. Okay, let me put that check in then. So and then we'll do if and if it still crashes, it's because the cast is failing. I guess it doesn't like that I'm passing a null pointer actually. Do I really have to pass in? Maybe I do. Hang on, let me grab it real quick. Yeah, maybe that is why. I'll let this compile in though, just in case. Yep, we're good. Okay, crash? No crash. Sign? No text. Okay. So now I just need to see what happens here. So I'll do this again. So the class is null pointer. Is it because actually what might be happening then is because when I put it in the house, the instance data of this is not set correctly? Yeah, it is. Okay. But it is set correctly here, so I think it's because I crashed while that was happening. Although it is still not there, which is a little concerning. Yeah, why is this no pointer? Come on. Wall sign. Wait a minute, visible anywhere? Wait a second. Take me to the freaking header. Blueprint read only. Shouldn't that be edit? Why is it letting me edit it if it's not editable? Sign widget class in the sign components. Oh, is this for... This isn't the thing I think it is. This is the thing I'm trying to set. This is just the... Right, I see. My bad. Okay. It still doesn't work though. Okay. Yeah, so we're set there. So now let's see what the problem is. If I breakpoint here again. Okay, we actually have something now, so step into, I guess. Okay. 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 So this is all working? Doesn't look like it's working to me. Ah, the freaking sign's backwards. Remember when I said X forward? Oh yeah. Okay. But it looked like that just says text block, yeah, so something is still wrong because this is no longer bound. Jeez, what a mission. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Cool. I don't know about that shadow. Can I not turn off shadows on it? Okay, whatever. I'm not sure why this has a shadow though. I don't love that, but I can fix that later. That's not a big deal right now. Cool, so now I can actually tell which house is which. Romandia to Lidislin's house. Romandia to Lidislin's, yeah. So we're using Markov chain like to generate the names, and some of them are pretty nasty. Bagdan Grushna. That's pretty good for an orc name. Canista Flavastrake's house. Okay, pretty good. Have a look at this one. Yeah, it's Bagdan. Pretty cool. Slowly coming together. We looked at that one. I'm trying to find, some of them get really long. Maynard Bernata's house. It's pretty good. Ahimilo. Cyrus. That's a cool last name though. Urz. Kevlar. Palus. Okay, these are pretty good. So yeah, now this is going to help when I do go into one of these houses. Like a hymn's house. Go inside. It should know I'm in a hymn's house, but when I leave, it doesn't know where to put me at because it doesn't know, like, the door that I exited on the inside doesn't link to wherever a hymn's house was. I don't know, wherever it was. Malisakeas. Oh my gosh. Beckham Urzian Lumbers Rumps. Nice. Cool. Yeah, that's working. So the next thing then, now that we can actually tell what house that was in, that was just a kind of like a side tangent to help with this whole process. Let me just commit that. There we go. The next thing then is when I go through the door, actually no, it would be, let's see, village, this. What we need to essentially do is link this to an interior, and then the interior door we need to link back. Okay. Yeah, and we have a scene and a level. Okay, so Christ. Okay. Go through. Okay, to get a basic version of this working then, if I go to little transition door, I am gonna be completely honest, I way underestimated how difficult this was gonna be. Well, not how difficult, but how much work it was gonna be. Okay, so we do open that level. Let me click on it. Also, I have just noticed this door is also backwards. How am I going to link this? This door basically needs an ID. That is basically what it comes down to. It actually has an ID, it just doesn't get set from anything. this house gets given the building data, which has some IDs. So would it be just a case of this? Because what I want to do is basically just get something working a little bit, and then I can kind of refactor from there and make things better. So why can I not set the data of that? Level transition door, edit, blueprint rewrite. Okay, so basically up front the building just generates a bunch of GUIDs because it doesn't really know how many to generate. What that is based on is the shell template and the interior template that get picked, but for right now there's only one, so I just hard code it to make 3 GUIDs. So if I go set data, so this data would come from, the level should come from the actual shell level data, but again we don't have that. Should come from here, should get generated in here, but because we don't have it I'll just ignore it. So the exterior door is going to be the ID, the level will be the house interior. Okay, so that should be linked. Now what I need to do is inside this level, this door, which is also backwards. No, it's not. Oh yeah, it was. Needs to link to the external door. So, which means I guess when this spawns, I'm just going to start doing a little bit in Blueprint. I know I said I wouldn't, but I'll refactor it back out again. I just want to like prototype some stuff real quick and see if it works. Get cur building. Cur interior is the building object I just went into. So for this one, no, this, yeah, okay. Oh God, this is confusing. Set level, set, wait, where is it? This door. Set transition data. So this is going to go back to the village. Again, this should come from the building, but the key is actually going to be the exterior one that I just used for that other door. I think that's going to link them together. Except this one is actually supposed to be interior door IDs get. So we want it to go to the interior door, but we want to set its key itself. Holy shit, why is this so confusing? Level transition door, this is where we want to go, okay? But we also need to know which ID this door actually is. That's why I'm getting confused. Because the outside door, the one in the village, needs to be, its ID needs to be the exterior one, but it needs to link to the interior one. Yeah. Okay, that's why I'm getting so confused, right? So set the door ID to be that. Okay, so that when we come back, it knows, hey, this is the right door that you should go to. And also in here, we need to do the opposite. So set door ID to be, this is obviously only going to support one door for now. We need to like systemize this, but at least this should hopefully get us somewhere. Okay, so it is the interior door and it links to the exterior door. Okay, cool. Holy shit. Okay, so the next thing that needs to happen then is we set that, we open the level, but when we arrive in the level, we need something to happen. How do I get a binding for arriving in a level? Begin play. Also, the player state's going to lose that data, which is fantastic. So I need to not do it like that. Do I have a custom game instance? Okay, hopefully these keep their data, the subsystems. Player state, get, set, so just all of this. Okay. And then these two. Why does that not always work? Level transition subsystem. Okay. Level transition subsystem. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And forward declare. Yeah. Okay, so now when we go through the door, we need to not do the player state thing. We need to go u level transition subsystem get game instance dot get subsystem u level transition subsystem. Okay, cool. Set current level, boom. Okay, we're good. So now on the other end, I need to receive that we have arrived in a new level. And ideally it needs to be after the world is actually loaded. That sounds to me like a game mode thing, but let me check. And it, before any other functions, no, that's not what we want. Transitions to calls, begin play on actors. Yeah, I kind of want to like after that though. Should reset. Could be post login. Depends whether the world is actually started up at that point. I know it's one of these fucking things is what I need. I just need to figure out which one. Alright, well let's try, I guess we have a game mode somewhere, eh? Let's just start trying them. Game mode, we'll try first, in fact, do I have a blueprint version? I must. Again, I'm just gonna be cheeky and go is ready to enter the game, which means start it up, find player start, choose player start, init start spot, restart player. That might be the one. I just need to catch a breakpoint. Okay, when I first log in it triggers. And does it trigger once I do this? Yes. Okay, and we have a player start. Okay, so potentially what I can do then is get the level transition data. What? Did I not compile this in yet, maybe? Level transition subsystem. Because this is handling the arrival. Okay. There we go. Current interior, that's not really what I was after. Void make transition. Well, I do need to know the building I'm in if I'm in a building, but really I need to know the transition more than anything. Okay. Make transition, so that will basically just store the data. Okay, and so let's just make this easy on ourselves, do that. Then when we make the transition, what the hell did that just do? Just implement it, please. Xeno CPP? Oh, we have the thing already. Okay, so then last transition data equals transition data, but we're also going to do the level. So I'm basically just going to nick this. And we're going to go to this one's level. Okay. Alright, that's good. So now, instead of doing this, we're actually just going to say level transition subsystem dot make transition to this. Cool, and that will keep track of it, which means, yeah, the game mode can do its thing once this loads. Hopefully. Got 10 minutes. I'll try and make something cool happen. Well, cool is relative, but I think it's cool. Okay, so we just get the last transition data. So that's, like literally the game is just booting up again as we enter. What we now need to do is look for the door. So we'll just find all the doors. And there's probably a much smarter way to do this at some point, but this will do for now. And we just need to check their IDs, which are hopefully already set if their begin players run at this point, and find the one that matches the key. Let's just do it like this. Find arrival door. Return. Go. So now we've got this. Find the arrival door, and basically, is this a controller? Okay, I don't think this is the right event. Is this the right one? We'll try this one. Set the location and rotation to be. The door. Oh, the door's rotation, and then it's going to be the door's location plus its forward vector times like 100 or something. Which should spawn me right in front of the door if this works. Okay. Oh, come on. What happened? I don't actually know what that crash was because this is all weird disassembly stuff. I don't think we've ever made it this far into this playlist. Music playlist. It's 6 hours in. Alright, village. Okay, are we gonna crash? No. Okay, and let me just double... Right. Yeah. We obviously need to check if this is valid or not. There's a plugin I normally use at work for a blueprint. I'd highly recommend it. It's called Blueprint Assist. I don't have it installed right now. This one, you can basically just like auto format blueprints, and it is fantastic. Highly recommend. But yeah, I don't have it installed. So normally I'd just do this and then hit F, and it would like, you know, make all this look better. Okay, so obviously it's going to fail right now because there's no current transition going on. What just happened there? It's giving me the wrong pawn. Probably because I don't call the parent, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so now hopefully the begin play happens. So we go through this. Let me check this real quick. Can I see the data on here? Not really. Fantastic. Alright, go through. That was wrong. That was wrong. Fantastic. Okay, cool. I wonder if I could write code after. Nah, that wouldn't work. Okay, so let's see what the problem was there. Okay, that didn't run, and that didn't also run. Because it never found a door. Okay. And I assume it's because the doors weren't initialized yet. Yeah, that will be the problem. So if, for example, just to make sure that is the problem, I put a delay in here, which is super, usually pretty bad practice. Because it makes your code hard to debug, but just to see if it's a timing issue or not, we can see if a delay, yeah, so now it's going to try to teleport me, that's fine. So I go through, this is definitely set up now. Is it going to put me in front of the door? No. Is the answer. Why not? Okay. Go back out. Why am I not hitting breakpoints in here? Hang on, go back in. There we go, we hit a breakpoint. Okay, so we run, then go into that function. Over a couple, we did find the door. The door doesn't have an ID or anything set up. Why? That is why. Because I moved the code from the player state to a game instance subsystem. Yeah, that should be fine. Village. Okay. So Vassalotus. Okay, in, wait, still didn't find one? Uh-oh, I think something's wrong. Well, I mean, obviously something's wrong, but I think something worse than just a logic error, potentially. Step into the function, please. Thank you. Yeah, because this door never got any data set onto it. So we need to see why that is. I need to just set a seed for this. Okay, that blue breakpoint didn't run. Why am I not getting breakpoints hitting? Oh. Not getting breakpoints, I guess, because technically not in that level. Current interior. Okay, what can I print on this? Valid. I'm wondering if the serialization, basically the game instance subsystem maybe is getting nuked. Like the serialized data is getting taken away. False. I think that's the bad one, isn't it? Yeah, that's the bad one. Okay, so when I go through the door, it's supposed to give it the building reference. And the building reference, where does that come from? Yeah, what the hell, where does that come from? Of course that's not working then. Okay, so I guess I'll do that in the tile loading. Tile, no, village. Yeah, this doesn't know what the data is, but it needs to have it set. So the door is read write. So when I do the door, I also need to set the building reference to this. Question though is when I'm inside, so I guess I'll do a select. Based off if this is valid. So if it is valid, we'll use that. Otherwise, we'll get the level transition subsystem with the current building, current interior, because this door doesn't have a building, which means we're inside. Which, yeah, it's kind of jank how that's working, but it'll just use the one that already exists. Now, fingers super crossed because I'm 2 minutes over. If we go in here, still said false, didn't it? Oh, that's fine though, because it should have one set. Please. Oh god. The door ID is blank. Transition data is blank. Oh wait, this is always exterior. Never mind. This. Interior. I think this this object is actually getting nuked when I go through the door. Probably is. What did we need that for again? Oh, it's just temporarily while I go through the door. But yeah, I can't save that like that. At least I don't think I can. I'm trying to save an object between serializations, which usually is not, you can't really easily do that. Yeah. It's coming back false. Okay, so that just means more work on this next time. What I need to do is basically have a registry, like have this become a registry, so I don't need the actual object. I just know, hey, door A points to door B and door B points to door A, and I just do the lookup like that. You know what, should we just quickly do that? I think I can do that quickly. If I'll spend a little bit longer. I should go to bed, but let's just try real quick. So what we want to have is from this to this. Yep, that's fine, and we just need to go probably like we're going from here to this, and then find destination. Why am I getting deja vu like I've already wrote this code before? I don't know, maybe I just thought about writing it. Find destination based on this. Okay, and both of those can be blueprint callable functions. Okay, and then we pretty much, to register, we just add one here. And if let's just if transitions dot contains from, then return transitions at from, which will return the two, otherwise return some data. Just return an empty struct otherwise, because it failed basically. Okay, so we have the registry. Now all I need to do is, well, check that compiles and save everything. This is a pretty long stream. Okay, and then when do we do this? The door doesn't need to do that anymore. Okay, I think I've got it. So in the village tile, when the building loads its data, that's when we can do the transition, I guess. Technically, we could probably do it before that. In fact, we could actually do it. Like, do we ever set these? Oh, yeah. We could actually do it right here, potentially. Not right here. And this way we don't even need to spawn into the level. I think this will work if I go transition subsystem. We need to get the world from this. Register a transition. The transition fuck. Okay, I can't do it here just yet because I need a level reference, but that is where probably I do want to do it. But I can't just yet because this data is kind of like hard coded, the actual level itself. But if what we do here, rather than setting this up, No, yeah, setting that's fine. We just don't want to do that. We just want to make a connection both ways between these two. And the reason I kind of want to do it in that other spot is because every time this house loads in, like physically loads in here, it's going to try and register the transition again. So we're going to want to go from the exterior door. Okay. From the village, that door to the interior here, and we want to do the reverse as well. So we want to go from the interior. I think I've just descended into madness and no one's probably understanding what I'm doing now, but it makes sense to me, kind of the and then to here. And that will do it even if the door's already registered. So like ideally we could do a quick check in here. Actually just this check. If we don't contain the transition already, just ignore it. But it's still like, it's stupid to be registering it all the time like this. Okay, so now we have the link. Now I think all we need to do, hopefully, is in the door, when we do the transition now, we don't need to care about that. This is where we want to go. Yeah, so that saves it, and so when we arrive, that's when we write the rest of this code. Okay, so that was in the game mode. Find arrival door based on the last transition data. Wait. Give me a second. So we've transitioned, we know where we're going. Okay, the problem isn't here then, actually, it's in the house, I think. Now we need to say, this is where we came from. So this door, we want to say, it's going to point to wherever we came from, and its ID is going to be wherever we came from points to. Jesus Christ. Find destination. From the perspective of the outside to the inside. This can't be the simplest way to do this. What the hell? Alright. Okay, cool. Right, so I'm gonna need to make this into a plugin or something so I never have to write this code again. So if I go through, oh shit, really? Game mode, okay, come on. So then we go into this function. Why am I not, it's weird that those breakpoints aren't working. Okay, let me just check then. How can I can't really check this easily. Let's just go here. Go through, and I just want to see why it's not returning. I guess the IDs aren't set on the doors. No, the door is set. And it's trying to go to a blank level at a correct key though. I mean, that's something. So that means transition data. This doesn't have a thing in it. Which gets set from here to house interior. Yeah, that should have a key. See what happens down here. See if this registry is actually working at all. I'm probably going to have to give up on this shortly though. So that's going to go from the village to there. 3A, okay. And it's going to go to E4, and then we've got one from going E4 to 3A. Okay, so the data is actually there. Which is good. Okay, what I'm going to try is go through and then come back and see what it does. So through here, let it do its thing. After 5 seconds, let's just breakpoint those. And then we go back. Wait, before I do, see what we've got going on here. Wait, it's trying to take me the wrong place. It's gonna take me back to the house interior. Which I guess just means I got this backwards, so... Oh yeah, of course I did. Of course I did. That where we want this door to go is to wherever the last place we went to connects to. Is that right? Shit, this is confusing. I need to draw some diagrams or something next time. Okay, so we go through game mode. Actually found the door this time. Okay. Okay. And it put us in the right spot. Okay. Wait, we might have cracked it. Okay, so I just need to go set control rotation to be this. because you can't easily set the active rotation like that. In fact, we should just leave the active rotation alone. Okay, so we know that works. So what happens if I get rid of this delay? Maybe we don't need it, hopefully. Okay, play. Dang. The data hasn't happened yet, so it is too early, this event. So what I might be able to do is a tick delay. But that might still not be enough. Okay, let me go to a different one because that's 0, 0 basically. Okay, that looked great. And then we go back through, it was like snaz goals or some shit. Okay, no, that didn't work. Okay, why did the arrival not work though? Try that one more time, because going into the interior now works. Don't crash. Okay, Martin something finds the thing. Okay, we're at the door. We go back out. It doesn't find the door. Oh, wait. Wouldn't we want to do it like this? And I just had it, I did actually have it backwards in here. I don't know. I don't freaking know anymore. One of these will work, I think. Okay, that's fine, because there's nothing. Just play from somewhere. Okay. Come on, baby. So let's go into Snazusha's house. We found the door. Good. We're at the door. Come on, Snazusha's house. Ah, damn it. It took us into the interior. Okay. Wait, so I did have that right then. So we actually want that and this. I guess. I don't even know. Dorilus. We didn't find the door. Great. But we go back. We also didn't find the door. Fuck. Wait, let me actually think about this for a second. So, where do we want this door to go? We want it to go to, yeah, where the place we just came through connects to. No, because that's the same place. Yeah. I see. We actually want it to go back. We want this to go here. But I don't think that works either, does it? Okay, yeah, whatever. These can go away now. Damn it, we're so close. Okay, Emrys. Okay, we went in properly, we leave, and it takes us inside again. God, right. What is this? We want Yeah, that's good. When we arrive, we want to look for this, don't we? We want to look for the key that we're... Yeah. I don't know why I did that destination thing. Mile man, that's wrong. That's also wrong, okay. Okay, but now this should be fine. The ID of this door... Yeah, should be the key that we just went through. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like, it's hacked together, but yeah. That is kind of, I think, the logic I want. Okay, that worked. Okay, it's just coming back doesn't work. And I don't know why. So we are trying to go to the village with 1A91. And I'm assuming it's not in here then. Oh, wait a second, unless it's this delay thing again. Let me try that again. Because it doesn't make a huge amount of sense to me that it's working one direction but not the other. It might be that the actual, this map takes longer to initialize or something. Maybe because of the child actors. Okay, so through. Okay, that worked. Still didn't work, okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to leave it there. We are like so close, but I'm gonna have to leave it on a cliffhanger, unfortunately. And I've got a whole bunch of tidy up work to do anyway, so yeah, it probably is a good place to leave it before this gets too out of hand. All of this should be moved to C++. I just got lazy, and yeah. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying this content. I'll probably make some more videos on the TypeScript engine soon. Yeah. Anyway, catch you all later.